You're listening to the Full Court Press with your host, Drew Duncan. Don't you dare touch that dial.
I'm OG, y'all new to the game.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Full Court Press. I am your host, Drew Duncan. We're live from the K-Sun Studios in Wichita, Kansas. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. It's all at Drew Duncan 83. And don't forget, you can always call in live, 316-351-7397. Guy who's calling in live right now is none other than Platinum Mike Perry, one of the hottest commodities right now, hottest fighters in all the UFC, sporting an 11-1 record and had that vicious knockout over Jake Ellenberger. Platinum Mike, dude, it is so good to have you on the program.
It's a privilege to be here, man. You was right about that heat. I got Winnipeg about 10 degrees warmer than it usually is.
I saw you put that on Twitter. Speaking of your Twitter, yeah, I saw the post that you had of you and your lady. You guys were kind of doing some light workout stuff there on the beach, and you know, there were a lot of people in the comment section who were kind of bagging on you guys, and she can't hold the mitts and all this other stuff. Does that kind of thing bother you when people just decide to jump in the comment section and be haters?
I mean, sometimes I'm like, well, I wish that I could talk to this person face to face and show them, like, what the hell do you think you are talking about? You know, I know that none of those people know what they're talking about. That's why I am where I am, showing the world about fighting. You guys sit there on Twitter and talk trash. That's what you're showing the world you know how to do. You go ahead and do that while I'm over here winning fights.
Yeah, there's a lot of people out there trolling though constantly. And look, being a guy who's an athlete, you're constantly in the spotlight regardless. You've got journalists that are on your head. You've got, you know, quote unquote fans that are on your head. You've got people that don't even really watch UFC that decide to get in the comment section and act like they know something that are on your head. Does it kind of fuel your fighter though and maybe make you a better fighter?
You know, sometimes you have to listen to some of those comments. Sometimes the person isn't wrong. I do get a lot of love, though, and that helps. But I wouldn't say, well, I guess it can make me a better fighter because, like I said, when you listen to some of those comments, some of those people ain't lying. They are telling the truth, and you have to be honest with yourself. If you can do that, then you can get better. Remember, you can learn anything from anyone. You can't learn everything from anyone, but you can learn something from anyone. And, you know, I try to take away something positive from anything negative.
We're talking to Platinum Mike Perry right here on the Full Court Press at K-Sun Radio here in Wichita, Kansas. You know, Mike, you've got a huge deal coming up in Winnipeg. Do you think that this fight could be the fight to maybe put you in that next category? You've already called out guys like Robbie Lawler, Conor McGregor, et cetera, et cetera. Do you think this is the fight that could propel you to where you want to go?
You know, this is where I wanted to go before my last fight, you know, and I'm here now. And after this fight, I will go to another place I want to go, which will probably one fight away from title contention. I'll be fighting the champion in 2 fights from now. And, you know, I like to think about the future because the present is looking pretty damn good, but, I'm focused on the present because it is so good right now. I am in the moment, and, I look forward to showing the world a great fight this weekend. I'm excited about, the toughness and tenacity of my opponent. I'm excited about the style matchup and his record and what people think about him. So when I beat him, and I know that the division is looking at Ponzinibbio like, what does this guy got? And so both of us are getting a test this weekend, more so me. They want to see if it's been real all this time. And I'm going to show them and I'm going to prove because I've never been fake. So here we go. Here comes the
there are a lot of fly-by-night fighters that are not just in the UFC, but in the MMA game period. it seems like anymore you can't go state to state without having some sort of quote unquote big time local promotion. Has it gotten to be too much though? Do you think that MMA has become something that a lot of people just do because it's turning into a fad?
Oh man, I don't know how many real fighters are out there. I know that every fighter in the UFC isn't real. I know that they're not all as great as they should be, but there's a place for everyone. You know, they can promote these guys and they can, you know, these are the best matchmakers in the world. Styles make fights. So if you talk about one guy being a lesser or having lesser abilities at something than another guy, and you know, you mix it up and you stir the pot, and then you see, you know, two terrible fighters, you put them in there together and they could put on a great entertaining fight. And there's no real answer to fighting. Anything can happen. So it's all about the entertainment aspect. It's a sport. It's competitive. It's the highest level of competition in the world. It's one-on-one combat. And, you know, those other guys, there's plenty to share. There's plenty to go around. Other guys need to make money and feed their families. And if this is the way they want to go about doing it, so be it. If you work your way up that ladder, remember that there are some killers in here. And I know that I'm one of them. And I'm going to do what I always do. We're going to be 12-0 with 12 knockouts.
Talking to Platinum Mike Perry right here in Case on Radio, the Full Court Press. This is Drew Duncan. You know, Mike, there's been a lot of talk going on about the UFC and ratings and pay-per-view buy rates and yada, yada, all that kind of stuff. It's been going around in sports, though, period, in NFL, college football. Do you think that sports is just one of those things that because there's so much of it now, it's getting hard for everybody to kind of dip their hand in that pot?
Yeah, it's I mean, damn, man, Conor McGregor did it, man. He went higher up than anybody did. He did it faster than anybody did it. He caught up with Floyd Mayweather and got to fight Floyd Mayweather right before he left the building. And now he's the one with the money card. It's just wild to me, you know, he accomplished what we all were trying to accomplish. But we may not have seen it the way he's seen it. And he showed us what it looks like. You know, I still want to fight his ass, but he did it, man. And he's doing it. And I definitely want to be the American version of that.
Platinum Mike Perry says he wants a piece of Conor McGregor's ass. You know, Platinum Mike, this is the chance right here that I give everybody on the show that's a guest on my program. This is your moment. The floor is yours. Anything you want to say, just throw it out there, my man.
I'm OG, y'all new to the game.
Man, pay attention, man. We need you guys to watch. We need you to see the beauty in the violence of what we do. This is the most original human action, is to fight. We always have had to fight to take over land or to gain anything in this world. And that's a metaphor because there are different ways to fight for what you want in this world. And I'm blessed that this is an actual competition that you get paid well for and you can change your life doing. Because I was born for this. I want to find out about my history and hear about the wars that the Perry family got in, because I was built for this. And I'm grateful that people want to buy tickets, and I want to be entertaining, and I want to be, I want to show them the beauty in the ugly. And so that, you know, because I know I have sisters and their kids. In the beginning, they weren't allowed to watch what went on with what I did. And now they're watching these days, and my sisters have come around and they see the beauty of what's going on, because I just want to bring light by putting out other people's light, you know, and show people that you can do anything in this crazy world. Anything can happen. So I just want to be the best and put on the best performances and be entertaining, and I want people to love me, and I want people to hate me, and I want to be political. I want to make a difference, and I want to do big things in this world, and fighting is my platform for that. And I love life, man. I'm learning and getting better, so I'm looking forward to what happens this weekend, and I hope you are too.
And Mike Perry, man, that was a very heartfelt take. I appreciate it. Very good takes, by the way, all the way around, and best of luck to you this weekend, sir.
I appreciate you, brother. Enjoy the show.
No doubt, will do. This is the Full Court Press. I am your host, Drew Duncan. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, it's all at Drew Duncan 83. We'll be back right after this. A lot more basketball to get to. Don't you dare touch that dial.